Alright, hey beautiful souls. Welcome back to Unwind and Release, the space where you come to focus on your mindset shift, personal growth, and creating a fulfilling life. I'm your host, Portia, and today we're going to talk about finding ourselves and kind of getting over our past and things that we've been through and, just becoming a better person. So, something that connects to kind of like last week episode a little bit where we reflect on what we would tell our younger selves. So yeah, it's kind of be similar. But today we're going to take a step further and I want to ask you some things. So what does it look like to become the person that you needed when you were younger? So I really had to like sit on that question and think to myself for like a good minute because I just like, darn, like, what do it look like? So think about that. So, so for me, I feel like you can say you needed this or you wanted this, but at the same time, when you get those things, it's not always what you like. It's not always what you wanted or what you actually needed in the moment. Because I can say, like, for me, I wanted a woman perspective on things. I wanted to understand what women had to deal with, what women had to go through, and not more so like a man. Because the person that talked to me like a whole lot was my dad. But at the same time, we had times where we didn't talk for a while. And then it's like on top of that, it's like he still wasn't talking about things that I wanted to talk about. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was just a little lift. So for me, I feel like the person that I needed when I was younger, I can't say like I said, I just want to know what you've been through. I want to know how you got through it. I want to know, you know, what are your likes and dislikes about people or about, you know what I'm saying, personalities or, your pet peeves and things of that nature. Like, I don't know, like just me, I have to like get to know you to like take you serious. Even though yes, you're a part of my family and stuff like that. I know you since I was younger. But at the same time I don't like officially know you. Like I don't know what you like. I don't know what your favorite food is or your favorite color or you know what I'm saying, like different things like that. Me, I'm a person that I have to connect with you to want to actually listen to you. To take you serious. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of person that I was and still kind of am. Because, like, if you trying to tell me something and I don't know you, like, I'm just going to take in what you said, but I'm not going to officially, like, apply it or just rethink about what you said. Like, I'm going to sit and let you talk because I want to be rude. But if I don't just know you, like actually know things about you that you told me yourself, I'm not gonna officially take you serious. So I feel like I needed somebody to actually like just open up about themselves. Then it would have been way easier for me to open up to you too. But I just, didn't get that from the person that I wanted to get it from. So it's cool. But anywho, so yeah, that's one thing I had to really just sit and think about that question for a little minute. But also, of course, we often reflect on what we didn't get: the love, the protection, the encouragement, the emotional support. But what if we use that reflection to build something, to become someone? So let's talk about it. So, acknowledging your needs is going to be like the one thing that you really, really just need to do. So think about like your young version of yourself. Picture that person. What was she going through? Well, for me, like what was I going through? What did you cry about in a sense or in secret? What did you wish somebody would have said to you to make you feel better? So, in my eyes on things, I feel like I do look at the bad a lot because to me, that's all I can actually remember. I can't remember the good times. I can't remember, you know what I'm saying, like the goodness that we did together or didn't do together, because it's just like all I picture and see is bad. And maybe that's probably why it's so hard for me to just let go of certain things, because I see is the bad. I don't see where we had a lot of family time. Only time I remember family time was probably Christmas Day and probably Thanksgiving and Easter. If that. Outside of that, yeah, and some 4th of July. But as a child, like I don't remember a lot of stuff. Like I legit just can't remember. I don't know if I just blocked it out of my mind or if it's like gone. But I can't remember like my full childhood in a sense. So maybe that's what's kind of like holding me back a little bit, because I don't remember all the goodness. I just remember a lot of the bad. So, so yeah, that part. So I can't really just say what I've completely been through because I don't know the good times that I had. And I can say like people can say that you had enough. People can say that you were enough. But if they can't just pinpoint what my enough is, like what I done did and this, that, and the third, I'm not gonna believe you because I don't remember myself. I don't know if you telling the story if you remember, because if you older than me and I can't remember, then yeah, I need you to give me a little bit more than it. But also a woman to like model like healthy boundaries. I feel like a lot of boundaries was not set as a child. Of course, like you couldn't do this and that and the third, but like as a child looking at their parent with the boundaries, I couldn't see too many of them unless there was for the children. Like no eating after a certain time, no eating in your room, no, you know what I'm saying, like no this, no that. But far as my parent having boundaries for others and sticking to them, didn't really see too much that. I see more so talking behind each other backs and you know what I'm saying, not really taking each other serious and not really, I ain't gonna say they didn't have love for each other, but the love was very hard to see because y'all talk so much about each other and it was just like this really fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, so as a child, I'm just looking like, darn, what is this? Like, what are we really doing right now? You know? So I just feel like those boundaries was not really set um in my family. Like I said, there was a lot of talking behind each other backs, not really having love at certain points. You know, like things like that. So like that's the type of stuff I remember. So and having like a safe place to fall apart without judgment, you really didn't have too much of that to me in my childhood. If I did, I don't remember it, but for me, I didn't have like a safe place to like just break down and say I just did wrong or I need guidance and stuff like that. At one point, I was comfortable in elementary school. I remember I went to a counselor in elementary school. I was at what school was it? I think I was at Bruce or no, that was Morgan. I was at Morgan, whatever. I was at Morgan Elementary School, and I was comfortable enough to go to that Pacific counselor. I was already a bad child in general, but at the same time, me actually being okay with opening up to an adult, it just felt different. So she asked the right questions. It's like she just knew what I needed to like get off my chest. So it was just like she was able to like kind of help me express like how I was feeling. And that was the only person I could literally just like legit just open up to and be okay and feel like I was in a safe place to just open up. And then outside of it, it was like she did tell my mom what we talked about or whatever. But outside of that, my mom was like, we could just get you a counselor. At that point, I did go to a counselor, but the lady that we went to, my first appointment, I did not like it at all. It's like, for one, the lady did not ask me any questions. She just expected me to just open up to her and just tell her things. Like, I'm not that person. Like I said, I have to get to know you for me to just open up to you and just talk to you and just tell you whatever. And when I went to that counselor, and she's supposed to be like the actual professional, like we went to like a place for real, she didn't do that. I'm not sure if she just didn't deal with like kids a lot or something, but it just wasn't a safe space. And then at that point, I was just like, I didn't even want to go to the counselor at school anymore, because it's just, you had to have a reason to go to the counselor to like talk about something or be in trouble or whatever. So it was just like, at that point, I literally just stopped talking. Like, I would just cut off. I just like, I'm just not gonna tell anybody anything, because it's not easy to open up. And for me, that was literally like that lady. I don't know how she did it, but I can't even remember her name. And I do hate that I can't remember her name. But I'm grateful for her, because for a short period of time, I felt a safe space. And I needed it, you know? And I feel like every child needs a space to open up and talk. So, yeah, as a child, I just feel like I didn't have that inside my family, because I didn't want everybody in my family to know everything, but I just feel like they was going to do that anyway. So, when the counselor did tell my mom, I wasn't just like mad at the counselor, because of course, like, that's your job. But at the same time, I was just like, no, you really didn't have to say nothing. So it kind of like made me kind of like want to shut her out, but I was like, I still wanted to, like, you know how you want to shut somebody out, but still want to talk to them at the same time. Yeah, I was in that type of feeling, but I just didn't really just have a reason to go back to the office, so I kind of just continue just keep going over there. But also just someone that you can show that, you know, say what it looks like to truly love yourself. And I feel like, for me, loving myself, yes, one of my aunties, always said, know your worth. And she always kept telling us that, like, know your worth and stuff like that. But in my eyes, I'm still, you know what I'm saying, going through jealousy for my cousins not being able to have this, that, and the third, which I'm not going to tell you that, you know what I'm saying, personally or whatever. But you always say, know your worth. But you never told us what our worth was. You probably explained it to your child, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But for me, coming into your house and you always saying, like, know your worth. And I didn't, of course, ask, like, what is my worth? Because I didn't want to seem slow. Or seem like I just don't know. Or make her want to just keep talking. And so, because she used to give some long lectures. But it was worth it. You know, but at the same time, just like you always said, know your worth. And truthfully, I never knew what my worth was. So it's just like, thank you for telling me to know my worth. But you could have kind of explained a little bit more like what my worth was, because I didn't know what my worth was. So I feel like that was another thing. Like, you can have those people to kind of like tell you certain things. Don't do this or don't do that. Or, you know what I'm saying, know your worth and stuff like that. But at the same time, how can you tell somebody to know something and you're not explaining it? They're just like saying, if somebody hits you, hit them back. How? How am I going to hit them back? You're not showing me. Like, I got to see it. How am I going to hit them back? Show me how I'm going to hit them back. Show me what to do, type of thing. You know? So it's like, you can tell your children something, or your niece, nephews, whatever. But at the same time, also break it down. They're not, you can think they're old enough and they understand, but a lot of people come from a different background, different household. They don't know a lot of things. And of course, you ain't gonna know that they don't know a lot of things, but explain it more. Break it down so they can understand, because they might not ask you like, okay, well, how to do this, or what is this? You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like I should have asked more questions on getting it broken down, so that I can understand. But I just wasn't comfortable with just opening up. So it's cool. So yeah, just being like thinking about like being a little child, being a teenager, and then you know what I'm saying, being who you are today. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying, go unseen. It's like you want to heal, you want to grow from your past and things that you've been through, and stop thinking about certain stuff and, oh, I should have did this or I should have did that. Like, we get it. We know we all could have did something differently. We know we all could have did something better to better our situation, but we didn't. So we have to like live with it, move forward, and like stop putting so much pressure on ourselves, because at the end of the day, we all have a past, of course. Like, we all had to go through something to get to who we are and where we are in life. So becoming a anchor is kind of like, you know, how do you become who you are? What anchors you? That's like your center. What is your center? And I just feel like speaking to yourself with love and not so much resentment on you should have did this or should have did that. Show yourself that you love yourself. Show yourself like you are that person. Like, you are who you are. And you have to live with that. And don't think of it as a bad way. Like, yes, you probably did a lot of wrong in the past, and there's nothing wrong with healing from it. No, like learning your lesson and then changing. Like, do better. Like, you know you need to do better, just do it. So the inner voice that once criticized you, change it. Be gentle. Be kind. Say the things that you needed to hear when you was little. You know? So set those boundaries and keep them. Like, you needed to, you need protection then. What you think you need now? You still need that protection. You still need to protect your peace, protect who you want to become, who you're trying to become. Honor it. Stay consistent with you. Like, you're setting those boundaries, keep them. You setting them for a reason. You're not just doing it just to do it. Set your boundaries because you're trying to grow. Prioritize your healing. Healing is not going to be overnight. For most people, you can think you healed overnight, but no, that means you probably just been in your healing process for a very long time and didn't even realize it, because you already been setting your priorities. You already been setting your boundaries. You already been setting, you know, saying yourself up to show yourself love. So it's like you changing these small things that you may not think matter, but you're changing small things at a time, and those small things become bigger things because you're doing it all together at the end of the day. So healing, you can go to therapy, you can do journaling, you can do praying, crying, and forgiveness. But whatever heals looks like to you, do it boldly. Everybody been through different situations. Everybody healed differently. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, like, get through their journey slightly different. And it's nothing wrong with healing different, of course. Like, for me, I want to go through it. I want to go through to a therapist. Oh my God. I want to go to a therapist, but at the same time, it's like everything is like so online now, and it's like I don't want to do an online therapist. Like, I want to be in person. I want to, you know what I'm saying, get to know you first and all that before actually just expressing myself. And I feel like as an adult now, I should be able to like just open up. But it's not easy. Like, it's not easy. And I mean, I guess that's a good thing too, but at the same time, just be like, you want to just go ahead and open up and get it over with, so you go ahead and get this section over, so you want to pay for so many sessions. But at the same time, it's like, it's not easy. It's not easy. And for those people who do it, just so boldly, kudos to you, because yeah, it's not easy for me to just open up. So I feel like as of right now, my healing is basically what I'm doing. I feel like I may not be actually writing a lot of things down for my healing journey, but by making these recordings, talking to you all, which is talking to myself as of right now, it is a healing process, because I realize like I don't remember a lot of things from my past. I just remember a lot of bad. So my past may not be as bad as I think it is, or think it was. So I don't want to bring my past up to anybody, because I don't want them to think about bad stuff from their past, you know? So if the other person is just not on that type of journey that you're on, you probably bring up a lot of stuff that they don't want to remember, that they had to do or go through to even get the small things that I just didn't appreciate as a child, you know? So I'm just going to keep doing my healing journey the way I am, because not everybody has healed from their past. So also show up for yourself. Of course, like the younger you may needed someone to just show up, even when they're tired, even when they're scared. But be that woman or the man that you wanted when you was a child. Like, I can't really say nobody didn't show up for me, because like I said, I don't remember just a whole lot. I don't really remember a whole lot I did besides like playing my sports. And I just remember that one game, that one basketball game that I was in middle school, and my family came. And I can't remember what team was playing that day, but I was the point guard. And I was, I think either, I don't know if I was on defense or on offense at the time, but it's like the one of the girls had like I guess somebody had got fouled basically, so they had to blow the horn. I mean, blow the whistle, stop the game or whatever. And it was like the girl either pushed me or something, and by the time I realized, I pushed the girl back to the point of where like I seen out the corner of my eye, my family stood up and was like, like that was ready, and it was like, I know that y'all watching me. I know that y'all see me. I know that y'all here for me. Because in that moment, I was just like, oh yeah, my family is here. So I was just like, just those small moments, even though it wasn't nothing positive, of course, I just know that they were still there. And I know that they will be there for me for anything. It's just a point to where when it come down to more so talking, I just didn't get like a whole lot of me being able to talk to them, more so them talking to me about my wrongdoing, or, oh, you should have did this, or why did you do that? And I don't respond basically, of course, or I just be like, because I wanted to, or whatever. I didn't think about the consequences. And, like you do childish response, like those kind of responses. Like, I really don't want to talk about this right now. But that's like the one moment I can remember that I just seen them just like was there, and it just, yeah, just one of those moments. But outside of that though, like, pour into yourself, pour into other people as well. Like, it's nothing wrong with telling people your testimony, walking in your testimony, being enlightened, and sharing it. Like, I just feel like having somebody or people in general that you can say, I got through this. You know what I'm saying? I've did this. I've accomplished this. Sometimes I feel like for me, it do make a difference. It make you just want to even do more now, because not alone that you are making yourself happy, you're also expressing your testimonies and things that you've got through. And you just never know, other people around you are looking up to you. They want to know like what you had to get through, how you got through it. And you know what I'm saying, like what you doing in a moment to maintain it. So it's just like, as a child, that's what I wanted. I wanted somebody to tell me, or that basically that one person really, to tell me like what they went through as a child, what they're going through as an adult, even like just sitting there talking to me, talking about things that they wish they would have did differently, or you know what I'm saying, how if they had the chance to go back, what they would do or how they would do it, and you know what I'm saying, like how they got through different situations that they did, you know what I'm saying, go through or whatever, because it makes you understand that person even more. Whether they're your parent, whether they're your aunties, uncle, grandparents, like cousins, like it don't matter. Like saying your testimony and what you've been through, how you got through it helps a lot of people that you really don't even know. Because like I say, for me, I gotta get to know you. Even though, like I say, yeah, I probably came out your womb, I still don't know you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I know that's kind of crazy, but this it's the truth though. Like I don't I don't really just know you. I don't know what type of person you like or friends you like to hang around and your favorite food or drink. So it's just being able to know the person you're in the house with, it makes a difference. So telling your testimony to people that you really care about, and people actually care about you and want to hear it, because you might just be their motivation. You might be their anchor to keep going. It might not be good, but it still helps them keep going. So so I just feel like, sorry y'all, it's like something in my throat. So yeah. Also, thinking about like a love letter that you would send yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's do something a little different. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want you to close your eyes and repeat after me. Out loud, if you can, of course. But if not, then, you know, do what you can do. Says, I am becoming everything you needed. I am loving you the way that you deserve. I am safe now. I am whole now. And I've got you. So that is kind of like healing that you can kind of like keep to yourself, or you know what I'm saying, just hang it up anywhere or whatever, so that you can kind of like know like what you're going to do, or what you are trying to get over, and who you are trying to become and be a better version of yourself for your past self. Because like I say, for me, for my kids, I really just want to show them like I am your safe space. Of course, you need to be your own peace so that I won't disturb your peace. Because I'm going to be at peace with myself as well. So I just want you to know, like, it's nothing to come and talk to me about anything. Ask me about my past if you feel like I'm not telling you enough. I don't really just, okay, like I said, I don't remember just so much about my past, but I remember a lot of bad things I can tell you that I did and how I got through it or whatever. But I want you to know, like, you can come talk to me. If you feel like you're missing out or we don't have it like they do, I can explain why we don't, you know, so that you can have an understanding. Like, when I tell my kids, like, even now, I tell my kids, like, they be like, okay, I want to go to the store and get a toy, right? And I just let them know, like, you, mommy and daddy have to go to work. We have to go to work so that we can make money. I show them the money. They know what money is. You have to have money to get things that you want. You have to have money to go to the store to get the toy, right? And like I just let them know, like, even if you work one day, 1 week, everybody don't get paid every week. Everybody don't get paid every day. So guess what? Now you have to wait on your paycheck to come in. So like I literally like explain that to my kids, like, you have to go to work to get paid to get the things that you want. Even when you get paid, it's still not enough to get the things that you want, or you know what I'm saying, trying to get, because at the end you still have to pay your bills and stuff like that. So like I really do my best and express it to my kids, and like when we be playing like store or whatever, like I'd be like, who want to make some money? I'd be like, okay, you need to go get a job. So who's gonna sweep? Who's gonna wipe out the table? Who's gonna wash the dishes? Like little stuff for them to do. And they be all for it. They be ready. So I basically that's kind of like the stuff I kind of like try to do my best and teach them, because I want them to understand like this is the stuff that you have to do like when you get older. And my son was like, "Oh no, I don't want to." It's my son. I don't want to grow up. I was like, "Baby, you have to. You have to grow up." So yeah, I try to like do my best and like explain that to them, because they always want to go to the store and get a toy. They always want to go to the store and get some candy and stuff like that. Not every time we go to the store, you're going to get a toy, because toys are expensive. But I may get you a piece of candy or a bag of chips or something like that when we go to the store. But toys, unless we go on the Family Dollars and the toys are $1 or something, then yeah, you might get you like one toy or two. But going like the Walmart or something, oh no, baby. No. You can get you a piece of candy and a bag of chips. And you might can get a juice. So yeah, I basically just try to do my best and like explain that to them, because I just want them to know like I'm doing my best to breaking it down so that you can understand, so that when you are, older and a teenager, you understand a little bit more, to the point of where like I can explain to you what your worth is. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I didn't know what my worth was. So I just pray that I'm able to be there for them to kind of like explain those things to them. So just telling yourself like you are everything that you need. You are your safe space. You are loved, and you deserve what you want. You deserve to get everything that you want. And you got you. Don't nobody got you like you got you. So think about stuff like that when thinking about your past. Like, yes, we've all been through bad days. Yes, we all been through hard times, and all the trials and tribulations and everything. So now it's time to move on. It's time to heal. It's time to get past it, so that you can grow and be the person that you wish you would have had, as a child. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I just pray I'm able to be that for my children, because I'm here and I want to continue to be here for them. So, of course, finally, guys, we're at the end. So as we close out today, I just want to like remind everybody, like, your story isn't your story isn't about your pain. It's about power, becoming the person you needed as a daily choice. And guess what? You've doing it. Like, just keep going. Show yourself this is what you needed. And now you are able to heal and continue to move forward. Even if you don't feel it yet, you are. So I do want to thank everybody for joining my online and release video today. Of course, if this did touch your heart today, I would love to hear from you. Share it with me in my messages or leave it in the comments, whichever you're comfortable with. Also, if a friend needs to hear this, make sure you send it to them, because everybody needs that push every now and then. And to also know that they are becoming and is the person they needed as a child. But until next time, take a deep breath, hold your head up high, and know that healing looks good on you. See y'all soon.